Hey, how's it going? It's Brent again. Hope you guys are having a good day. Beautiful day out here in Washington. I'm going to do a little different video, mostly on kind of how the car market is going, I guess, so far, and how it's impacting Land Rovers and Jags. Alright, so I assume everyone has been hearing about the semiconductor shortage and everything, and just the overall production shortage because of the plants closing down and everything. We have definitely been affected in regards to how many new cars are coming in and how many cars are not coming in. There's been a lot of our vehicles, everything's been affected of our cars. The Evokes, Discovery Sports, Velars, Range Rover Sports, full-size Range Rovers, or Land Rover Discovery Sport, Discovery, Defender. All of those we have literally been getting maybe one or two, and then some of the Velars we've been getting a decent amount, a handful of those. And it's been various amounts. Like, usually our dealership's not a huge dealership, but typically we have anywhere from about 30 to 40 new Range Rover Sports and usually about like 20 to 30 full-size Range Rovers, 2 or 3 Range Rovers right now, and then we have 1 Range Rover Sport right now. Now, most of the stuff that does come in, it comes in at about 1 or 2, so we sell them before they usually hit the ground. Sometimes they sit over. Obviously, all of these ones are priced with a market adjustment. I think ours is fairly conservative. Like, our Evokes are starting with like 2,000 over, and then the Range Rovers are 10,000 over. They're still selling, obviously, so if you really want the car and it's perfect timing for you or whatnot, and you're trading in your car that you've had forever, I'd say go for it, because you don't know when you're gonna be able to get a new one with all the whole chip shortage and everything. If you're not really looking for a car, then honestly it's not really the best time. It's a good time to sell your car or whatnot, but unless there's something that you're looking for specifically, it's not a super good time to buy. Everything's expensive, they're marked up. Even just entry-level stuff is marked up now. The used car market as well has been increased, but sometimes it balances out if you're trading in your car, because you're going to get more money for your car than ever before, for sure. But the production shortage that we've seen here, we're getting hit with different stuff, like running out of surround cameras. I think we're out of surround cameras now from the factory. And then the heads-up display, the TFT display, which is our virtual display in our cars. On some of them are impacted for like this next batch of vehicles that are coming up, so like 3, 4, 5 months out. A lot of those cars won't have any of the TFT displays or heads-up display or surround camera, which is kind of unfortunate. So if you're expecting to come in with a car that you're looking for, it's probably going to be missing out on some features that, first off, you probably thought were standard, or that's going to be a decent game changer. Those are pretty big visual impairments, like not having a TFT display and having basically a physical cluster like this thing. Now this is on an LR4, but that's you're going to have a physical analog cluster on your new car. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's probably something I wouldn't want on any one of your Range Rovers that you're looking at to purchase. So that's something that's definitely impacting a lot of dealers and just a lot of manufacturers and everything. We still have about 84 pre-owned cars here, both Land Rovers, Jags, and off-brand. And then we have probably about 20 total new cars between Land Rover and Jaguar, which is pretty much nothing, just because not everyone's looking for these certain trims and everything. There's not a lot to look for, not a lot to look at. We're down to basically, we've got like 3 Jags left, so majority of it is our Land Rover, Range Rover stuff. And that obviously is going to translate into a lot less just overall traffic, a lot less people looking, because if they're looking at the site and they don't really see anything, probably not going to come in. And just the overall amount of people looking for a vehicle has definitely gone down, I feel like, because the traffic in regards to internet and then foot traffic, I feel like has definitely dropped down a lot. And that's, I mean, kind of be expected when you really don't have too many cars to look at, or a lot of your cars are only for certain buyers, because not everyone's looking for a 2016 Z06. Now a lot of customers are saying, oh, I'll just order a car, and you can, depending on when the dealer has an allocation or a slot to actually submit that order. Most of our cars are pushed out until early next year. Some of them too, with these updated bulletins that the factory is sending us, are taking out things like the TFT display, which is the virtual cluster for your speedometer, and then the heads-up display on a lot of our cars, like Defenders, and then some of our other Range Rovers and Velars and Discovery Sports, Evoques. So certain batches of them won't have those installed because they're short, or they don't have any chips to power them or whatnot. So that's kind of the downside too, and you don't actually know when you'd get that car. So I mean, maybe 3 to 4 months, but oftentimes it's probably going to take longer, 5 to 6, if there's any more future plant shutdowns, or if they run out of certain stuff to not be able to make it. So it's a little more, I guess, sketchy to buy a car right now, just because you may not know when you're going to get it, and you are going to most likely pay more for that car. It's been a lot more competitive. A lot of the stuff remaining that people are looking for usually sells a lot quickly, because there's less to choose from. So it kind of depends. I mean, do your research, look into it and see if you like the car enough, if it's clean, if it's a good deal, if you like the place you're buying it from, then there's really no reason not to buy it. Won't really have a lot of time to kind of spend your time and do some research on looking at these different cars, models, and kind of cross compare for a lot of the cars, because there's not a lot of them and they sell fast. Obviously there's some brands and some models that are going to be not as popular right now in this market, so you may have a little more time, but I'm just talking overall with SUVs and certain sports cars and trucks and that kind of stuff. Those are usually turning around a lot more quickly, so it is a little more faster with your car buying process. I'm going to take you a quick trip around our lot, at least where our new cars are, so you can kind of get an idea of what we have. So if we look around here, we got a new Defender 90 right here, our only Defender 90 right now. We got a new Range Rover Sport right there. Typically we have 30 or 40 of those, and then all these cars right here are all mostly pre-owned, but like this is a brand new Evoque that we have, 2021. This is a pre-owned Discovery Sport, and then we have a new 2021 Evoque, and these are all of our off-brand, try to put like our cool performance cars or whatnot up front here. And then we got a new Velar right here, which we have 2 of. Velars, we usually have like 50 plus of these between both stores. And then we got a new Range Rover right there, out of 2 total, or 2 or 3 total right now. And honestly, that is about it for the new stuff. We have like 1 new F-Pace right now, Jaguar F-Pace, 1 new F-Type, no E-Paces, and no I-Paces because they're not actually producing them right now. That's pretty much the summary of our current inventory here in Washington State. Every dealer is different in regards to what they can sell or what they sell or how far out they can sell. We can only sell stuff by actually having the invoice, or basically the build or the bill for the vehicle, which we don't get until it hits basically the port in California. Once it's on the port, it means it's landed on the ground and they still have to do an inspection on it. Then they ship it up via transport, so that's usually like another 1 to 3 weeks to when the vehicle gets up here. Once it's in that stage, we usually can sell them before they get here, and that's pretty much what we've been doing since just the inventory is so limited. I know other dealers can sell stuff way out in advance. We don't have the ability to do that for pretty much our Land Rovers, and I'm pretty sure that's the same for all Land Rover dealers as well, but it may differ between the dealer that you're closest to. And we really don't have too many new like flagship cars coming out too right now. We're supposed to be getting the 2022 Defender V8. That got pushed back. I know some dealers somehow got some, which is actually kind of cool, that I saw some online. But we're not getting any of those for the rest of the year, maybe next year sometime. And then the new 2023 Range Rover Sport with a new design. I mean, there's been some spy photos and teasers out, but nothing fully released yet, so not too sure we're going to get those. The 2022 Range Rovers are going to be the same, and then the 2022 Range Rover Sport's already out, and those are the exact same as what we have right now. And then there's no new model that we have coming out, so a little unfortunate just because there's not a lot to, I guess, show people or I guess intrigue them to looking at a Land Rover or a Jaguar right now, just because of the plant shortage and the semiconductor shortage. So honestly, the best thing you can do as, I guess, a consumer looking for a Land Rover Range Rover is just look online and see what kind of vehicle you are really interested in. See if your local dealer has one, and if you like it and the numbers work, then get it, because you never know how long you're going to wait till the next one, or if you're going to have to resort to going with some other model and then, you know, get buyer's remorse or whatnot. But that's it for my little rant, I guess. Hope you guys found that interesting. If you have any questions about the Land Rovers or the Jags and stuff that's coming in or whatnot, if you have any questions, let me know. Drop a comment down below. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and then smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.